Questions for reflection. In our first reading for today's Holy Mass, we have another excerpt from the 6th chapter of St. Paul's first letter to his disciple Timothy. The passages we heard followed immediately after Paul had told Timothy to shun false teaching and fight the good fight of faith. Now he charges him to stay faithful until the coming of the Lord. Of course, that could refer to his second coming or to what is called the particular judgment, the moment when we die, when the Lord will judge our lives. These words are a message for all of us. Sadly, there is a lot of false teaching emerging in the church in these tumultuous times. That is why we all need to regularly study the Bible and the Catechism of the Catholic Church. That is why we need to keep studying and learning what it means to be a Catholic Christian. We need to guard the deposit of faith given to us. How are we doing? In our responsorial psalm, David invites us to learn how to praise. What a wonderful and vital invitation. It's an essential weapon in the struggle we have entered into as we fight the good fight of faith in our own time. Not only does our praise honor the Lord, who is worthy of all praise, it lifts us into His presence and opens us up more and more to receive His Spirit and hear His word. Have we spent time in praise and worship today? The gospel for today is St. Luke's account of the parable of the sower and the seed. The sower is the Lord, and the seed is His word. We are the ground. The parable could also be called the parable of the good ground. As we reflect on this important parable today, we should ask ourselves, are we the rocky ground? Are we the thorny ground? Or are we the rich soil? The Lord is ready to give us the grace we need to pull up the rocks and the thorns, but He awaits our humble request. He calls us to active faith, to fighting the good fight of faith, as Timothy was charged to do by the Apostle Paul.